Hello, welcome to Envision. I'm Deanne Conrad, Community Relations Supervisor for the Sioux Falls School District. Dr. Brian Maher is our superintendent, and we are coming up on a date of significance in terms of making some decisions, some formal decisions about what we do next with our facilities plan.
Right. As you well know, probably our community knows, we just finished surveys and had a very good response rate on the surveys, and now it's been in multiple stages, it's what's next. And there are a couple of things, I think, from a community perspective and a board perspective that are next. Number one, our board will be hiring a fiscal agent here in July to march us through the implications of a bond issue, a bond referendum, and also if we would pass a bond referendum. That's a group that would handle the fiscal portion of this issue. And that'll happen early in July, and then on July 23rd, our Board of Education has a real interesting decision to make, and that is, do we put a bond referendum on the September 18th ballot or not? And I suspect that they will. All indications have led us to that point. All conversations have led us to that point. But July 23rd will be a board meeting that'll have maybe a little added significance in comparison to what most board meetings have.
Right, and so what has been discussed in terms of through those community meetings and through those the task force is $190 million worth of work that would resolve some of the increasing enrollment, some of the just equitable facilities across the district and such. So looking at the potential of a new high school, a new middle school, a new elementary school, and then a bunch of other projects in the works. And then so the board will have to decide, do we stick with the $190 million? What do we do exactly? And that's what will be formalized, I guess, on July 23rd.
You know, at the end of June, we had a work session, and our board really got through a lot of the issues that the task force put in their lap and said, here's what we think. Also had a chance to go through a lot of survey information on that June meeting. And I think they've really, what they did say at the June work session, that $190 million is their cap. That's their limit. So I don't think it'll be over that. In fact, I'm certain it won't be over that. 190 million will be where they stick. And then the solution is a new high school, a new middle school, a new elementary school, and then about $40 million worth of equity and tender loving care issues. Equity so that whether you're in elementary A, elementary B, or elementary C, the standards in those buildings are going to be very similar and as close to the same as we can make them. And then also from a perspective of just making sure that the entire community benefits from that $190 million.
Right. So
ADA, security issues, huge issues is in part of that $40 million makeup.
Right. So there are still a lot of things to be formalized and move through the process. And when we embarked on this year and a half ago, those dates were kind of outlined. We're getting now toward past the halfway mark.
Oh my goodness, way past the halfway mark.
So close to really making some important decisions for our future.
You think about, I think we've talked about this for 1.5 to 2 years. We've formalized it for a year now, and about 14 months from the time we first talked about a timeline to the actual vote in September. So it seems like it's going very quick at this point, but it's actually been a long process. And probably our community is ready for a vote. Let's get on with it.
Sure.
I know from the work we've done in this office, it's time to say yes or no.
Right. Very good. Well, we hope you will participate in that vote, should there be a vote, which as we said, all indications point that in that direction. So thanks for joining us today on Envision.